Okay, we are back. We've got a NovaWar says this is a fresh one. This is fresh and new. So yesterday on my stream, I was in a game where a dude was picking up Vikings with medevacs. I've actually physically never seen it before. So the Viking was obviously down in its melee or running around state, and the medevacs picked him up and was trying to micro there. So Adam is going to explain what we're going to do here.
We're going to call this one The Wind Under My Wings.
Ooh, okay.
Of Liberty.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And it's going to be that Jeff has to have to attack. It's the usual, can defend with anything. But the in order to attack, has to have 10 Vikings. But the Vikings have to remain in their ground mode. And they can only be moved around the map, transported via medevac.
Okay.
So you can defend with the usual, but any of those attacks, you know the stipulation.
They would have me playing Zerg too. Ugh.
That's a rough go. At least Vikings on the ground can be mildly useful against Zerg.
Yeah.
Less so against Protoss.
What's going on?
I just like playing against Protoss because I understand them a great deal.
True.
So I just know.
True, and you don't have to worry about the constant, I'm just going to cram roaches and lings down your throat after I 2-base.
Pretty much. But it's all good. It's all good.
Go ahead.
Figure it out.
What's SCV ready?
Yeah, we're going to go for that. We'll see if Mr. Black can pull it off. We are thankfully on the low MMR and on EU.
Yes.
So this should be the best bet that we have to pull some of this
We
stuff
have a
off.
chance, yeah.
We have a chance.
I'm no longer my main now, though.
Yes.
So
you're saying there's a chance.
there's a chance. It'll be competitive.
It will be competitive. But we are doing this, once again, World Vision, Give Me Shelter. Great cause working towards here. Raising all sorts of money for the kids.
Dude, we've already raised
so much money for the kids today.
We've already.
What are we at now? Where are we?
It's probably near 4,000 Canadian.
Somewhere around 4,000 Canadian already. We're only a few hours into this monster, and the community has come out strong.
Game hasn't even hit YouTube yet.
Making it
Thousands
happen.
have not even hit.
Nothing
have even
on
seen
YouTube,
it on YouTube
nothing,
yet.
anything. Just a few hours into the first stream of the entire event. All 5, and we're already almost at 4,000 Canadian. That's pretty spectacular, and so that's a 10 out of 10.
And remember, guys, once we hit 10K, which I believe will happen at some point,
we will bring back.
We're gonna unlock it. It's done. We're gonna do a 10 episode season of When She Fails. It's going down.
It will happen.
What's going on?
There you go.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So make it happen. Make the magic happen. We will bring back When She Fails for one more season. For the kids, making the magic happen. What is that binary code on that ramp turn into? Does it turn into anything? There's binary code all over this map. I need to know if it actually, if it's like letters or if it has anything.
I don't know.
There's some at the back of your base too. Up there behind the mineral line.
SCV ready.
I need to know. I need to know. 20K? 20K will do 3 seasons.
Whoa!
I'm joking.
Whoa!
I'm joking. I don't know if I want to do 3 seasons in my life. We'll do. We hit 20K. We'll do 2. We'll do 2.
Let's work on the 10K first.
We'll do 2. For every 10K, we'll do a season.
I love the fact that you've consultated that with me, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I've just.
Yep.
Now I look like a dick if I'm like, no!
Yeah!
Jeez.
I think it's worth.
For the kids.
I think it would be. I think the bigger challenge will be the community sending us enough replays to make it happen.
I agree.
That's actually the bigger struggle. I'm actually concerned about just one season, let alone multiple.
Move it. SCV ready.
You know, you've dodged some bullets. We've had some big donations, and nobody has requested for you to do a NovaWar Says or for you to play.
I think people have figured it out that it's a waste of money.
I don't know.
I think people have figured out that it's just not worth the money. And I appreciate that they figured out that it's not worth the money, because it's just, this is way more entertaining watching somebody who actually knows how to play the game do some fun stuff. I believe in you. Believe in the heart of the cards. You're gonna pull out Exodia. It's gonna happen. Dark Magician is gonna beat everything. Question.
Yeah.
Is Dark Magician the Yu-Gi-Oh version of Pikachu?
I don't think.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I know what you're
like
saying.
Pikachu, like just this scrub tier Pokemon that beats everything, legendary or not, doesn't matter. And then you got Dark Magician is like Yugi's answer to everything. It's not, but it's not like this god tier card necessarily. But he finds a way to use like another 86 cards on top of it, and then all of a sudden here comes Dark Magician or whatever, doing his thing. The binary at the back of the base translates to dark. Ooh, there you go.
Big job, huh?
I cast Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 2 new cards from my deck.
That show's so ridiculous.
Dude, the first few seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh are pretty fire. Because they're so ridiculous. It's so over the top and silly. Yu-Gi boy. That's Karibo. Oh, is it? I don't know. I thought it was always Dark Magician that he brought out for like everything.
We hear you.
We hear you.
Bad news.
Well, Blue Eyes is a legitimate card though, like a real honest to god game ender that you would expect to be.
It doesn't sound like a very crazy card.
No.
Blue Eyes.
Well, Blue Eyes White Dragon is the full thing, right?
Oh, that starts to sound real mean.
That's a mean sounding card.
Blue Eyed Right Nosed Dragon.
White nosed?
Yeah.
Just the nose.
Just the nose.
What's the rest of it?
Yellow Spotted Chest.
Are we just gonna go through body parts?
Yeah, why not?
It's just a cornucopia of various patterns and colors.
Ready to blunder.
Where's his army?
Not?
Oh, he's still only on 3 base.
Ready to blunder.
Mineral field.
All right, I'm gonna while we're waiting for the first real action to happen, I'm gonna throw something that may be divisive, may not be.
Yeah, who wants some?
What?
Pokemon or Digimon, Jeff?
Oh, Pokemon! Come on, man. It's not even close. It's not even. That's like saying Backstreet Boys are 98 Degrees. You know, they're both boy bands, but one is just on a whole smub of head.
Let me make it a little better then. Digimon or Monster Rancher?
All right,
Research.
that's more appropriate.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, and I'm going with Digimon.
That's a really tough call for me because Monster Rancher was pretty fire. Digimon was also pretty good though. Digimon got weird though. Digimon caught like that Power Ranger disease.
Yeah.
Where it was like, how many different ways can we make this show progressively crazier?
Ready to blunder.
Like Power Rangers on super bikes.
Mineral field depleted.
Just yeah.
Good old Power Rangers. All right, it's time to get these medevacs going, huh?
Big job, huh? Ah, you scared me. Huh?
You never seen Monster Rancher?
Monster Rancher's good.
It's not bad.
News?
I think there was a game that was pretty good for it.
Yeah, I think there's multiple games. I think there's multiple. Same with Digimon. And the Digimon games are pretty expensive
Yeah,
and
the
rare
Digimon
too.
games are sought after. Yeah.
Oh, he is. Okay, so you got a base up here.
But what about Beetleborgs though?
Beetleborgs?
Oh, tell me you remember Beetleborgs.
I don't remember Beetleborgs.
It had like the one dude in there that literally was just painted up Jay Leno.
I don't know.
Big bad Beetleborgs. Nothing?
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing, man.
it was so low budget. It was basically Power Rangers, but with instead of Zordon, it was Jay Leno.
Made for
Great.
Yeah. Doesn't that sound like? I bet you walk into like a TV executive office and be like, all right, listen. What if we did Power Rangers, but
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno.
Think Power Rangers with Jay Leno. Sold.
Somebody said yes.
Dude, doesn't this look
Yes.
weird? Doesn't this look weird, guys? Picking up Vikings with medevacs? Isn't your mind blown right now?
You know what I think they should do? They should be picked up kind of like Thor.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that makes more sense.
You can hold 4 of them.
That's just that makes 0 sense. That's like having one of those you know, bed in a box thing, and you press a button and just all of a sudden there's a bed.
Dude, we're literally playing like NR20 right now, and I'm okay with that.
That's perfectly fine. I feel like this build requires NR20 to be really truly great.
I agree.
The real question is, can medevacs heal Vikings when they're on the ground?
No.
What a missed opportunity for horrible balance.
I don't think, anyway. That's a good here.
made for battle.
Let's find out.
Let's get into the fight. Victory.
Picking up or dropping off.
That would have just been ridiculous.
So good. The opportunities would have been so good.
SCVs are under attack.
Well,
that's... What a shame that you can't use your
I mean, I remember I can use anything to
defend.
defend.
You can defend. This is true. You can. Yeah, you're defending. This is technically defense territory.
Is under attack.
Transformation systems. Prime.
Wow, he's going to be very upset.
Very well.
That's a highly unfortunate thing to happen for him.
All right.
Cutting the angle. Coming out like a goalie. Cutting down the angle. Look at this high-level micro. Stellar. Spectacular. Unbelievable for the kids.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Very well.
And now...
I mean, I have enough, like, bio likely to stop that, but instead of just getting Shrek'd.
It's just annoying running around after them. You just get in there and you make the magic happen. Finish the job.
Let's go ahead and repair here.
Roger.
That was a lot of muta.
Transformation system.
Yes, it was.
That was a substantial amount of muta. Now the question is, he's got, well, we know he's got 4 base, so there's probably another wave of muta.
This dude actually wrecked my SCVs.
Not far out. Yes, he did.
I should definitely attack here.
Yeah.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready.
It is more than 10 Vikings, yes. But Jeff just decided that...
Yeah, I can
that
do
he's
it.
just
It's at
gonna-
least 10.
He's going to just max the Vikings. I'm not going to stop.
Picking up. Where's the emergency? Mineral field depleted.
At this point, it's can Jeff win with mass Vikings mostly on the ground.
Will do, Command.
Here we go.
Oh, if he goes out of air into ground and does anything other than Hydra, you're in the business. Because your plan was to never keep them in the air anyway. Oh, all right, that's bad.
That's actually really bad.
That was a lot of lurkers.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Oh my goodness.
Picking up or dropping off? Dropping off.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm screwed, I think.
Oh no.
Base is under attack.
Ah!
Pick him up, pick him up.
Oh my goodness.
On my way.
Okay.
Okay, alright, well, some of them survived. Unfortunately, you still have a lot of lurkers sitting on your doorstep. That's highly unfortunate.
SCVs are under attack.
Oh my goodness.
Burn and pillage.
Waiting on you.
Made for battle.
That's a lot of medevacs that can't actually do anything for you here, other than occasionally pick up
I'm actually going
units.
to take these back home.
Now what? Somebody, get me out of this
Oh
mess.
boy, there they are. They're the Hydra, and they're there in force.
Base is under attack.
Oh jeez.
Some fire here.
It's a rock and a hard place.
Base is under attack.
It's a rock and a hard place.
Confirmed. Flight ready.
Let's get into the
All right, well we're getting some damage in. That was his main though, and not really hurting the economy too bad. Those lurkers, man. That was a lot of lurkers.
Ready for pickup.
I don't know if I've ever seen somebody just dive right into lurkers in such mass quantities in so little time.
I don't think I can win.
I don't think you can either.
Waiting on you.
I mean,
I think that's
when you're just going pure Vikings, it's a bit of a problem.
yeah. That is a bit of an uphill battle. It was all fun and games when you massacred all the
Yeah, I
the
mean,
Muta.
you know, but at the end of the day, too, I was letting a Zerg just max and do whatever he wants.
Picking
Yeah.
up or dropping off.
It was fun, though.
Yeah.
Float to the corner of the map.
Am I alone in saying that I don't like the design of lurkers in StarCraft 2? I don't think they look as awesome as they did in Brood War.
I hate losing. even when it's
for
stuff
fun
like that,
and
yeah.
for the kids, it's still it is hard to kick the habit of wanting to win all the time.
Tough pill to swallow.
It
All right,
is.
let's just jump right into the next one.
Right into the
What's-
next one.
What do we got? What do
All
we
right.
got up?
I'm gonna give you a softball. You're gonna be able to be Protoss in this one.
Okay.
All right, so that you can at least feel like you have the opportunity. And I'm gonna have you do the classic tripping balls build.
Okay. Sentries.
All sentries.
Let's do it. Give me Zerg. Give me Zerg. Zerg. Okay, good. Let's do it. Then don't give me a Zerg that's like, Masters level, please.
That would be ideal. Yeah, if we could do that, that would be.
give me like a high platinum, low diamond. I think I could probably make it work. All right, so in case you guys are wondering, we're doing back-to-back for my man Screamin'.
Screamin' tossed out $500.
Yeah, we're giving some money's worth here.
And his request was simple: give me some back-to-back NovaWar says.
Done.
And we said,
Sure.
okay. We played the first thing, came to our heads, just so happened to be
The best song in the world. It was the best song in the world. We used to listen to that song a lot.
dude. We watched a lot of Tenacious D music videos
Yep.
on repeat.
Yep.
And I remember when we first saw that video, and we were in Mom's office. Because that's how long ago that was.
It's a long time ago.
And we were completely obsessed with the part of the song where and the shirt yes, and the shirt just busts open and the light's beaming from behind him and he's just belting that out and we thought it was the funniest thing we'd ever seen.
'Cause it was.
And we just kept repeating that over and over and we're crying.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It was a simpler time, Jeff.
Yep.
It was a simpler time.
It was a much
was a
simpler
simpler
time. I miss being a kid sometimes.
I do too.
I mean, there's a lot of it that I don't like,
For sure.
but there's just the
I could go for some track down.
yeah. Absolutely.
I could go for some track down. I also wouldn't mind watching one of our friends light themselves on fire. That was pretty fun.
That was pretty fun. You know what? You want to know what's not fun though?
What?
All the kids in war-stricken areas
Terrible.
that
It's the opposite of fun.
that have no or very little access to fresh water,
Yep.
to food that's edible, education,
Yep.
shelter.
You know, if our friend had education, he probably wouldn't have lit himself on fire.
That is true.
Could have been prevented.
Absolutely.
And you too can help prevent such tragedies by donating to the Give Me Shelter cause. It's what we're doing this long event for. Next 5 weeks of StarCraft content coming your way for this event. And it's going towards all the things we just talked about. It's really for helping those kids out in those war-stricken areas, giving them that food, shelter, water, medicine, education, gives them an opportunity to provide safe places for kids to play, and programs for abuse victims and things of that nature as well. And you can see the long of it if you head on over to World Vision's website, but that's the gist of it. Very good cause. We're super pleased to be able to come back and do this again.
Yeah.
And it's going very well. The community's come out in force, as you know, after just hearing that scream and dropping down $500. He's not the only one dropping bombs today. It's been big.
Yeah. Huge.
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 Much money being tossed around, and you guys are absolutely amazing for it. Mr. Black, how are you feeling about this game right now?
Well, just judging by this guy's timings, he's not bad, which scares me. But hey, you know, it is what it is. I will try my best. I highly doubt it's going to work. I accidentally clicked on the ranked key too, which...
Oh, you're on fire with that. It's a bad habit to break.
Yeah.
Or it's a hard habit to break.
Yeah.
So used to just going straight in for the ranked. You get a bunch of the tryhards now. It's not just a bunch of scrubs like me out there. People actually actively trying to get good. No, that's an unfortunate place for that stalker to be. Here we go. He's gonna get his vision one way or another.
Yeah, this guy's even like scouting a lot. Like this guy is not a bad player.
Oh, that was a close one. I thought that Overlord was gonna get away just as the.
So can I only get sentries? That's it. That's the show.
Also you have to have 10.
Can I have an army with it? Or
yep.
Oh, well then this changes everything.
10 plus army, and then of course you have to use. You know, their hallucinations.
Yeah, of course.
To great effect is the whole idea of the Trippin' Balls build.
Oh, okay, well then now.
So 10 minimum. You can have more than that if you want, but you can't have less than that. And then fill out your army with whatever else you want.
Well, now I'm starting to feel a little bit better.
There you go.
I mean, my timings are going to be a bit off now, but I still feel better about it.
Oh, we haven't seen much out of the Zerg other than that scouting. I guess he's probably just, I imagine, taking a third if he's not doing a lot of poking around. Would be my guess. And that is exactly what Mr. Black is also going to do. Oh, we're going for gold, too.
Yes, sir.
Going for gold. That's a changeling. Get an Overlord tucked into the back right corner of your main, I think.
It is. It's an Overseer.
Oh, we're going in hard. There's a couple more Overseers. Mr. Black has now substantially increased the size of his army.
Warp field online.
Time to get a little bit of information.
Just want to make sure I can actually go in here.
Woo!
It's rough because I need a lot of force fields, but then I also need to burn this energy to do the builds, and I really don't have much of an army here.
No, you're wow. We're going for the Immortal Bluff, ladies and gentlemen.
Why not?
We're going for the Immortal Bluff. Not even mixing up the unit types, just all Immortals all the time. There it is. Now it's actually, oh no, the Overseers are kind of making it a little difficult.
Okay, but it's DPS that he's not.
Nice force fields. Let's go. Let's go. The force fields win the day. He's getting tickled. Woo! Let's go.
There it is, baby.
For the kids.
There it is, baby.
Force fields for the kids.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go, man.
Let's go. Force fields for the kids. You gotta give me some more essentials when you get an opportunity.
Well, I mean, I had 10.
I know.
I mean, if you want more, I mean, we'll get some more. Let's go, man.
There it is.
There we go.
Atta boy.
That one felt good.
There you go.
That
We're
one
the
felt
50-50 split, just like those force fields.
That one felt good.
That was some
Woo.
good force fields. Well played, sir.
Woo.
Tripping balls comes through. I think we're 100% win ratio with tripping balls.
Well, it's nice because you can still do it and play semi-normal, you know?
This is true.
So it's not a terrible, it's not a huge handicap, so to speak. All right, so we are caught up on the big donations. Up next, we have got, we're going to be doing a cast for Braden, who did $69.69.
Brandon.
Well, no, his name's
Brady.
His name's Brady, but he didn't have a cast for us, and he said you can cast somebody else.
Oh.
And Puck,
Puck
actually donated to the cause as well. So thank you, Puck. And so we're definitely going to cast Puck's game, and it's titled "When Cheese Fails." So
really,
we're gonna have a Puck level game here coming up next, guys. So sit tight. Let me stretch these legs. That was 2 games back to back. And then we're going to jump into a high-level Grandmaster Puck.
Practice for base trade.
Let's do it.
Let's go.